Mrs. Hastings, Mr. Davis, Dr. Watson, Dr. Merwin, Mr. Schott, Dr. Powell, fellow faculty, parents of the class of 2015, friends, and dear graduates. Congratulations on your graduation from Seacrest Country Day School. It seems so odd to say those words. Graduation from Seacrest Country Day School. Many of you know that I spend an awful lot of time talking about prepositions. And the preposition from in that phrase has always been problematic for me. The dictionary defines from as meaning two almost opposite things. It can mean the starting point or focal point of an activity, but it can also be a word used to indicate physical separation or removal. Surely, in this sentence, it doesn't mean separation. As Mr. DeSavo said last night, you are stingrays for life. So in this instance, I'm going to interpret the word from as meaning a starting point, a new path to be forged, a new adventure to begin, and it originates from here. And what will you carry with you on this journey from here? What is it that Seacrest has put in the toolbox that you will carry with you? Well, in addition to the obvious, a calendar, a planner, pens, pencils, tape, jumper cables, ramen noodles. What will fill the rest of that space? I hope that the largest compartment in the toolbox is filled with motivation. Motivation fueled by curiosity. There's been a great deal of discussion in recent years around the topic of how to motivate students. It is not news to anyone here that American education is struggling to meet the needs of the 21st century. What we decided 12 years ago as we established the curriculum and pedagogy, which would be our upper school, was that students needed to be in an environment which fostered their natural curiosity. Now, although I am an idealist, I'm not silly most times. And I realize that many of the things that you have tolerated or studied even during your 4 years have been topics about which you are not genuinely curious. But what I do know is that you recognize the difference in how it feels when you study something about which you are really curious. That might be music, it might be philosophy, it might be a mathematic puzzle, a business challenge, or a scientific mystery. You know that when you are excited by the learning, the conversations are rich and the possibilities are endless. You know that when that happens, you want to draw everyone around you into the excitement of those moments. You want to use those moments to teach others, to motivate others, because you yourself are motivated. Not by a grade, not by a standard, but by the sheer excitement of learning something cool. I also hope that in your toolbox you are carrying with you an understanding of purpose. What is your purpose here on this earth? Some of you may know already, but many of us, like Johnny Wheelwright in A Prayer for Owen Meany, are still searching for that purpose. Keep searching, and never try to wrap yourself in the mantle of someone else's purpose. It must always be your understanding of purpose. Once you identify that purpose, all of the activities and studies that you have completed in the past will come into clearer focus. You will recognize the whys of all those books, discussions, experiments, and statistical data points. You will begin to understand how all of the discoveries and challenges and successes and failures that have filled your life pointed you toward your purpose. And finally, I hope what you carry in your toolbox and in your heart is an understanding that education, specifically your education, is a fundamentally human endeavor. Each of you has connected with teachers not only as educators, but also as human beings who are committed to your success and to your goodness. Each of you has connected with your classmates not as simply peers or digital contacts, but as fellow human beings searching for purpose, understanding, and in a very real and tangible way, love. You understand the power of love from your time in Agape with Mr. Hears. In fact, all of the real and genuine aspects of our lives, personal and professional, come to an understanding of love and everyone's need for it. So be sure you take inventory of your toolbox periodically during your first semester of college. The world, even the educational world, will try to remove motivation, curiosity, purpose, and even humanity from your toolbox. Don't let it happen. Never allow yourself to sink into the data-driven morass of extrinsic motivation. Never forget that all real, important education is a human endeavor, which requires you to honor and recognize your individual humanity and that of those around you. Stay true to this unique school. Remember, you have been graduated from here. Congratulations.